Hey everybody, thanks so much for checking out the video today. As you saw before this, we are going to be doing a coaching clinic here at the gym at Primal in Cranston, Rhode Island. It's going to be happening on Saturday, November 10th. It's really going to be a clinic that's open to all coaches, but it's really going to be geared around beginner coaches, and we're going to be tackling a lot of the issues that are troublesome for beginner coaches. So this is, how do you handle a really big team and make sure everyone's getting enough from you when you have freshmen, JV, and varsity, when you have guys and girls. How do you make it so that you're able to teach everyone and get them to peak correctly when they have different meets at different times? How do you get in the weight room? What should you be doing for your in-season training? All of the stuff that seems to be really troubling and plague a lot of beginner throws coaches, that's what we're going to be covering at this clinic. So make sure you guys check out the link. We're going to have one of those cards kind of pop up here in the corner, but check out that link. Let me know if you have any questions. This is going to be kind of a small, intimate type coaching clinic, maybe 10, 12 coaches maximum here at the gym. It's on a Saturday. It's going to go from 10 o'clock in the morning until 4 o'clock at night with a lunch break in between. So it's about 5 total hours of coaching. It's super cheap. And we already have 3 people who have signed up just from me doing like a pre-announcement last week. So the space is running out. I want to let you guys know it is available. Make sure, click the link, get in touch with me. Let me know if you have any questions. You can email me, you can call the gym, whatever you need to do. I really want to get out there, do more educational stuff for the coaches, especially the new coaches that really need the help with all the really important things that they might not be thinking of right now, like organization, scheduling, when they can get in the weight room, how they can be kind of at a track meet with their varsity guys, but still have the freshmen and JV kids outside doing practice, how that all works. We'll go over all that on that Saturday, November 10th. So make sure one more time, click that link that just popped up. It's either on this side or that side. I'm not sure which one. Let me know if you have any questions. I think it's like $60 is what I've got it up there for. I'm not even sure of the price. It's like $50 or $60 for the whole day. It's basically minimum wage, like $10 an hour for me to teach you. So click the link. Let me know if you have any questions. And hopefully I see you here at Primal in a couple weeks.
All right, so we're giving you a little bit of a different viewpoint of the gym. We're right next to our throwing circle and the other opposite side of the red wall that you guys are normally used to looking to. We've already gone through the hows and the whys of the program, so we're just going to get right into what you should be doing right now for week 6. So week 6, again, we are on day 1, which is going to be your squat day. Now, we're going to be staying with, this is the end of our second 3-week block, and you're going to be sticking with that different type of squat that you chose from the first block. So it's the same exact squat movement that you did in week 4 and week 5. We're going to be doing again now in week 6 to kind of finish this all up. So we're going to be going up to 3 sets of a moderate 2. So again, this is a day that's going to push both your weight that you have on the bar and your total volume. So instead of, I think week 3 was 2 sets of 2, you can go back and check that out. I think that was the case. Now we're going to be doing 3 sets of 2. So it's 2 extra repetitions, but it's that moderate set of 2. It's a weight that you can get maybe 3 or 4 times. Almost impossible to get it on the 4th. You're only going to do it for 2. Okay, after that, you're going to go back to your main movement from weeks 1 through 3. So this is the type of squat that you are going to be testing yourself on. And we're going to go to that drop set. It's the same exact weight that you did on week 3. We're still going to be doing 75% of the top weight for week 3. So it's going to be heavier than in weeks prior. And we're going to do that again for 3 sets of 5. So again, same amount of sets, same amount of reps, same percentage, but a heavier weight. Because remember, week 1, week 2, and week 3, you are increasing every week. So we're doing the same sets, the same reps, and the same percentage, but it's of a heavier weight. Okay? After that, we have our vertical pull. The same exact movement we did for weeks 4 and 5. We're going to be doing that again. Last week we did 4 sets of 8. Should have been a heavy 8. Now we're going to try to increase that weight a little bit more if you can. We're going to do 5 sets of 8. So again, it's an extra 8 repetitions than you did last week. Plus, it's going to be maybe another 5 or 10 pounds heavier than what you did last week. After that, we have our lunges. The same exact lunge that you did weeks 4 and 5. And we have planks, the same exact plank that you did weeks 4 and weeks 5. Difference being, you're still going to do 10 sets per leg, 10 reps per leg on the lunges, but it's going to be heavier than what you did last week. You're still going to do the same exact plank as last week, but instead of 45 seconds, you're going to hold it for a minute. So again, we're doing heavier weight on the lunges, longer amount of time on the plank, and we're going to be doing that 4 times through. So the way this works is you're going to go right from your lunges directly into your planks. Literally stop lunging down on the ground, do a plank with no rest in between. And then once your minute of planks is over, you're going to take 1 minute of rest. And then you're going to go right back into your lunges again. So it's going to go lunge, plank, 1 minute rest. Lunge, plank, 1 minute rest. Lunge, plank, 1 minute rest. Lunge, plank, and then you're done. Okay, so 4 sets just like that. And finally, at the end, we have grip. Okay, so now we're going to show you what's going to be happening during your upper body bench press day and your secondary lower body or your deadlift, your hinging day. All right, on to day 2, which is your upper body or your bench press day. Again, you're going to see this is very similar to what we did on weeks 4 and 5, but again, it's going to be a little bit more total repetitions and a little bit more weight. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is our bench press. Again, this is the new bench press that we chose in week 4 and that we did again in week 5. We're going to be doing it now for week 6. 3 sets of 2 repetitions. Again, it's that moderate 2. It's a weight you can get for 3, but you're only going to do it for 2. After that, we're going to go down to our drop set. So this is the same exact movement that we did weeks 1 through 3, which is also the same movement that you are going to be testing in week 13. We're going to be doing that again, same amount of weight that you did week 3. We're going to do 75% of that weight for 3 sets of 5. Same thing that we did for your squat day, and for the same exact reason. Same amount of sets, same amount of reps, same percentage, but it's going to be of a heavier weight. Okay, so this is basically, for all these days, this is a practice day. It's going to be a drop set so that you get more volume, but it's also going to be so that your body is still used to doing that testing movement. You're not going to be going super heavy on it, obviously, because the heavier stuff is going to be up here, but it's also so that your body stays in practice with that actual movement so that you don't lose the ability to do that movement. It's not going to feel like a foreign movement to you when you go to do it for the next 3 weeks and when you go to test it on week 13. All right. After that, we have the linear pull, the same as weeks 4 and 5. Just like the vertical pull on squat day, you're doing 5 sets of 8. So you have 1 additional set of 8 repetitions, and that should be a little bit heavier if possible. We then have our tricep movement, same as weeks 4 and 5. We're going to be doing 10 repetitions again, but we're going to try to go heavier than we did last week. We have the same face pull that we did weeks 4 and 5, but now instead of 25, we're going to be doing 30. So again, we are increasing weight on the tricep movement. We are increasing the amount of repetitions on the upper back movement, the face pull movement. Same idea, 4 times each. So you're going to go triceps right into face pull, 1 minute rest. Tricep face pull, 1 minute rest. Tricep face pull, 1 minute rest. Tricep face pull, and you're done. There's no rest in between the 2 exercises. The rest is 1 minute after each couplet is done. And then we have our grip exercise. And last but not least, we have day 3, which is your deadlift day. Okay, so on this one, we have to be very, very careful because I want you to realize we are not doing a 1 rep max. We are working ourselves up to 3 sets of 1. So this is 3 heavy singles. This is not 3 1 rep maxes right in a row. So we're gonna find a weight that we can pull for 1, maybe get the second one if we really pushed it, but we're only going to do 1. So again, this is not a 1 rep max. If you are an advanced lifter and you know what your 1 rep max is, this is going to be between 90 and 95%. So easy math, if you have a 500-pound deadlift, this is going to be between 450 and 475. You're not going to be pulling 500 pounds for 3 sets of 1. That's going to crush you. That's not the point. We're not testing it today, but we're only doing 1 repetition. We're trying to alleviate fatigue in that lower back, make it so that you're not really overly taxing your lumbar spine. Okay? There is no secondary movement, just like weeks 4 and 5. We have no secondary movement because the accessory movement is going to be that hinge, and it's the same type of hinge that you used weeks 4 and weeks 5. Maybe that was an RDL, maybe that was a stiff-legged deadlift, maybe that was some type of a kettlebell hinging movement or a sumo kettlebell deadlift or whatever it is that you chose. Same exact one. 5 sets of 10. So last week was 4 sets of 10. Now we're just adding 1 additional set of 10 to get more repetitions. You may want to try going heavier if possible. If not, stay with the same weight as last week and just do 1 additional set of 10. We then have our bicep movement. Instead of doing 10 repetitions per arm, now we're doing 12 repetitions per arm, or if you're using a barbell, you're doing 10 or 12 repetitions. Again, so we're doing more repetitions. Face pull, we're doing 30 instead of 25, so again, more repetitions. Why are we not increasing weight on this, you might be asking? The bicep and the upper back, your biceps are going to be getting a lot of work from doing the deadlifts, not bench, deadlifts and the hinging. So the last thing we want to do is go super, super heavy and do things like cheat curls where we're putting even more pressure. Really light, we're just working the muscle, trying to put blood in the area. We're not trying to go crazy. We're going to treat it almost like bodybuilding, where we're working on kind of building the muscle. We're not working on going crazy heavy because they are smaller muscle groups. We don't want to get injured. The last thing we want to do is pull a bicep. Okay, so we're not going to go super, super crazy, but the same rules apply. Bicep face pull, 1 minute rest. Bicep face pull, 1 minute rest. Bicep face pull, 1 minute rest. Bicep face pull, done. And then you've got your grip at the end. So that takes care of week 6. Now this is the end of our second 3-week block. So weeks 7, 8, and 9, we're going to be going back to our original main movement that we did for weeks 1 through 3. But again, the topic, or the, what's the word I'm looking for here? Not the topic, but the structure is going to change a little bit. The goal for the block is going to change a little bit. And we're going to make it so that this is going to push you even harder than weeks 1 through 3, and then weeks 4, 5, and 6. So again, if this is something where you started late, you can skip weeks 4, 5, and 6. We've already said that in the blogs and in the other videos. You can go 1 through 3, 7, 8, 9. It is going to be tough. It is going to be challenging. You've been practicing your squat and your bench press movements as drop sets, so it shouldn't take you anything to get used to the movement again. Week 7, it's going to be hard. It's going to be heavy. These first 6 weeks should have prepared you. You should be feeling great, not as sore as when you originally started. All right, so guys, just like last time, click that link up in the corner if you want to come to the coaching clinic. There's going to be all things that pop up at the end of the video, like signing up for our newsletter to get the warm-up videos. Make sure you do that. Make sure you check out the website. If there's any questions, you can leave it in the comments down below, or you can go right to the website, to the contact page, email me. It comes right to me. I answer every email that I get, so make sure to go there, check us out. If you have any questions about anything, I'm here to help. Let me help you. Ask away, and I'll get right back to you. Thanks so much for watching. See you next week for week 7.